indicating a flattish start so far on okay, let's take a look. On your screens then, this is what we've got going first thing this morning. We've got that kind of a move coming in on the Nifty right now. We're also waiting to see, of course, some specific names as well, what the kind of action is shaping up this morning. Slight bit of a bump up coming in, of course, as we were anticipating. Let's take a look at specific stocks as well, pull them up for you just on the opening trades and just see what exactly is moving right now. We've got some amount of action coming in when it comes to names like Maruti, Vedanta, Bajaj Finance. It's a decent start. Reliance, of course, the name of the day, kicking off with 3%. Remember, even yesterday we saw 3.5% on an RIL. Advance is also far outpacing the declines. It's actually quite a healthy start that we're seeing today in comparison to the rest of the week. The Nifty Bank is up close to about 400 points right now. So that's excellent. HUL bouncing back, another 3% coming in there. DRL, 5.5% on a DRL. It's been a preferred play. We're sitting out just quietly the last couple of sessions, back in action, 6.5% now on a Dr. Reddy's this morning. Looking good. Financials are looking good. There's Bajaj Finance for you on your screen, but across the board as well, we've got financials standing out. ICICI Securities on those earnings, 8% higher on ICICI Securities. Reliance now just about 2% after that opening tick, but remember, moving up ahead of the news as well. It's DRL today, 6.5% on that one, so that's continuing to look very strong. And advances, of course, far outpacing the declines. We've got metals, commodities that are standing out. We've got some of those consumer names back in action. And we've clearly got some of those financial names as well that seem to be bouncing back in trade this morning. So overall, it's looking like quite a healthy start so far. Aisha, what else is standing out to you?
On what ICICI Securities is up to. Remember, that's an earnings dhamaka. Good set of numbers coming in from ICICI Securities. So let's see what that stock is up to. The revenue from operations was higher by about 18%. The PAT as well higher by about 28%. Distribution revenues up by about 3%, and brokerage revenue as well came in higher by 26%. So that definitely is a stock which is going to be in focus. Also RBL Bank, because the earnings have been disappointing. Not to say that the RBL Bank has already been punished, beginning from March itself. The NII has jumped, PAT has dipped, but the asset quality has hugely worsened. So look out for that stock as well does on your screens. ICICI Securities, a big gap up move with 10% higher uptick coming in ICICI Sec. RBL Bank is the next up, which should come up for you on your screens. All in all, you would have to say it's a comfortable start. Of course, the sustainability of which is under question. We've started off 1.5%, but Kunal, does it look like it's going to stick through with the gains?
The stocks have gained, and today, Aisha, I think it's more of large cap oriented names. So I think the names which you mentioned, Dr. Reddy, then you have the likes of Reliance Industries, which have opened up 3-4%. So when you have large cap oriented names which tends to lead from the front, then of course, except for the first 15-20 minutes where traders who had done BTST, they would try and take out profits, but then it emerges as a good trend in the making. So I think in that regards, I believe that this trend should sustain, but of course it will be very, very specific to the kind of stock. So Reliance may not go up higher from current levels because of the kind of gap up the stock has already seen and the rally in the last 1.5 odd month. But the likes of the new candidates, so what this could do is that it could give relief to a lot of new candidates which are showing signs of breakout. So I think the likes of M&M, Bajaj Finance, which I think has opened up 1.5 or 2% higher. I think even that stock could probably see a leg up. So I believe that the market should sustain the gains, if not build up from current levels. And I believe new set of stocks could probably emerge as good trading rallies.
Not at all. Ashok Leyland. Top gainer on your screens, about 5.5% higher as we speak right now. There's Bharat Forge as well, 5% uptick there too. DRL, of course, amongst the big boys, holding up 4.25%. NCC has made a jump up. There's Just Dial as well, which is holding up on your screens. And I can see some green come in for Marico as well, holding up about 1.5%. There's HDFC Life also, which springs up about 2.5%. And Unilever, after that block deal adjusted negative movement on the stock yesterday. Today it's back in the green, about 3.3% higher on Unilever as we speak. Amongst the losers, the big one only is Power Grid for that matter. And Yeah, Asian Paints also has actually recovered back in the green. In fact, the entire paint sector, Asian, Berger, both are holding up very smartly as we speak. So, good start this Friday morning. Let's only hope that this sustains.